Alright guys, let's discuss this meditation stuff. We need to get to where we can block ourselves from everything in the world that's going on and be able to connect to our Father. How do you do that? Well, the old way I used to meditate, which is similar to the way I meditate today, is right below your belly button, put a mental picture of a furnace. Every time you inhale, you stoke that fire. Every time you exhale, it's burning those coals. So inhale, exhale, and you have that mental picture, just like adding fuel to the fire. When you blow that air out into a campfire, it is going to make the fire go up. That's what you're doing. So when you get that down, and it's not to focus on it, where you don't have to focus on that, to where you can take the mental picture and then focus on your breathing, and you can do those two things, and you can feel that fire roaring. That's your start. Okay? So, back straight. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Okay? And have that mental picture in below your navel. Alright? That is where you're going to start every time. Put yourself, your back against the wall, rest back of your head on the wall, and do your breathing. One, this will help with your posture from everybody messing with their phones, and two, this will open up your airways and let you get a good deep breath in. Alright? So we're going to start off doing this. At this point in time, I'm not going to tell you to clamp your hands any certain way. Just sit there with your palms up on your knees and breathe. Focus on that breathing. Focus on that furnace. You got to stoke that fire and go through and do those things. Alright? When you do this, you're going to find yourself drifting. Random thoughts are going to be going around. You're going to have a hard time focusing on, you don't know what to focus on. Focus on the furnace. Stop worrying about next week. Stop worrying about what John did last night. Stop worrying about your job today. Focus on the fire. Block everything else out. And breathe. That's what you're going to be doing. You can put a headset on and listen to some like meditation music. Something that, you know, is supposedly in the hertz that actually will heal the body. Do that. A lot of people are like, well, I fall asleep to that. Okay. Focus on your breathing. They've actually got some. Look up samurai or oriental flute music in the rain, where you hear the lightning a little bit, you hear the birds, the rain going off, and you hear the music, and that will give you a good settling, something to just hone yourself into. If you don't need music, don't listen to music. Some people need the music in order to help them focus on what they're doing. When you are doing meditations, you're not doing this to lose yourself. You're doing this to find yourself. So you need to search for what you're looking for. Okay? You will know it when you find it. If you don't know what you're looking for, start small. Try to find your peace, something that makes you happy. Okay? Thoughts, it can be a memory, it can be something. Whatever it is that makes you happy. Put the mental picture there, or make a mental picture of it, and every time you're having a bad situation, bring it up. Recall it. But, Ronan, it doesn't work that way. Yeah, it does. You can recall that happy image from your meditations with a little bit of practice. Once you find that happy meditation moment, it's like a Polaroid. Take the picture, keep it. You're able to pull that picture up every time you're having a bad day. They'll make you happy. A lot of people have asked me why I don't lose my temper as much as I used to. Polaroid picture of a happy moment. Okay? So, to keep yourself calm, you're going to have to find your happy moments. I'm not going to tell you what yours is. I'm not going to tell you what mine is. You have to find that on your own. But just remember, breathe in, breathe out, back straight, fill your lungs. The more oxygen you get to your brain, the better it will be. Do not rapidly breathe in and out. Don't do that. Okay? You'll pass out from that. Don't breathe in and breathe out slowly. Don't breathe in, count to 5, and then exhale. Don't do that either. Okay? Breathe normally, but in through the nose and out through the mouth. Okay. When you start breathing too slowly, you get tired. You're reducing the oxygen to the brain. When you breathe too fast, you're you're bringing too much oxygen to the brain, and you can cause yourself to go to sleep from that too. You can actually, I forgot the proper terminology, but you can actually pass out from that. So don't do it. Breathe normally. Okay? I'm exaggerating the breathe out, that way you can understand it. It's a very big key into your meditation. Proper breathing is what's going to determine if you survive in the meditation or not. A lot of people will give up on it because it makes them tired. It's because of the way you're breathing. Short, steady breaths like you do throughout the day during your peak times. Breathe. Don't act like you just went on a 10-mile jog and you're having to huff and puff and catch your air. Don't do it. And don't act like you're underwater, coming up for air for a second, back down, up for air, and then back down. Don't do that either. Those breathing techniques are good for some things, but it's not something you want to be doing for meditation. Okay? That's all I'm going to say about that. Later on, we'll talk about hand positions, finger positions, to help you channel more energy and be able to do some things that you didn't think your body could do. But for right now, focus on basics. Breathing, posture, and finding that happy moment. Those are the 3 things you need to work on. Alright? Once you get there, you can start looking for things like start meditating on the Bible. Start meditating on a verse that you went through. Read it through in your head a couple of times, and it'll help you find clarity. Okay? When people say they meditate for clarity, that's what they're doing. They will literally pick apart whatever it is they're trying to clarify until they get clarity. Okay? A lot of people don't talk about this stuff, but it's something out there for you guys. I studied this through my martial arts, and I had a really good teacher, so this is what I'm sharing with you guys. This is the way I meditate. This is the way I do things, and I can contest it's a great way to get to knowing yourself, get to knowing how to find ways to where you can deal with things that you normally can't. Okay? It's a journey. You're not going to do this in one day. Take your time. Focus on your breathing. Focus on your posture. And focus on finding your happy place. Okay? Those are the 3 things you need to focus on right now. Everything else can wait. Alright? You guys have a good night. Be safe. Remember, God loves you. And remember to pray. Talk to you next time.